Find out if Aetna RX Saver is right for you.
In the election 2016 segment tonight, Hillary Clinton's email scandal seems to grow bigger by the day. The number of emails hacked and released from campaign chairman John Podesta's account alone now stands at more than 10,000. And the latest batch is embarrassing for just about everyone, including President Obama. Joining me now with more details, Fox News Chief National Correspondent Ed Henry.
Good to see you, Brett.
Ed, the President Obama thing is interesting because he told CBS
months ago.
Didn't know about it.
I didn't know about the private server. You also had Hillary Clinton say at the very beginning of this, look, I turned over all work-related emails. And then now emerging in this document dump is an email early on, March of 2015, when the scandal first broke, John Podesta basically saying to Cheryl Mills, another top Clinton aide, look, should we hold back, his words, hold back emails between Hillary Clinton and President Obama? Now, there are legitimate executive privilege claims that can be made and that Democratic and Republican presidents have made over the years. But this is a campaign that went out there that same month, March of 2015, that now infamous news conference at the United Nations. Hillary Clinton said a whole bunch of things. There's no classified information on the server, for example. That turned out to not be true. And that same month, when you look at the timeline, this email from John Podesta is March 4th, I believe, of 2015. The day before that, what happened? Republican Trey Gowdy issued a subpoena saying, I want you to preserve all of Hillary Clinton's emails. A couple weeks later, he's asking for the server. Then all of a sudden, from these emails, we learned there was a lunch at the White House with President Obama and Hillary Clinton. And then days later, what happens? In Colorado, the IT firm deletes thousands of emails. Now, nobody's saying, and there's no evidence that the president and Hillary Clinton directed any of that. But when you piece together the timeline, the emails flying back and forth, among them putting together what's the strategy, reacting to the subpoena, a subpoena from Congress.
That's already been issued, and the staff is saying, well, what are we going to turn over? How are we going to talk about this weeks later?
Absolutely.
Before it's completely
erased. According to the FBI, thousands of these emails are deleted at the end of the month when these emails are flying around.
All right, let's go to the foundation, Clinton Foundation, quid pro quo. There are some emails in here that are direct, that say that there's a study that says there's an expectation of quid pro quo benefits in return for gifts from some donors.
And how did that study come about, Brett? Because of Chelsea Clinton, not because of a conservative critic of the Clintons. Chelsea Clinton in 2010 was picking up information as she took a bigger role at the foundation. We learned from these Podesta emails. She was getting whispers that, look, this foundation might not be all there. We've heard, yes, they've done good things around the world, but at the same time, there may be some pay-for-play problems here. We need to check it out. So it was Chelsea Clinton who stepped up and brought in this major New York law firm to do it and to review it all. And they do a study, and they basically say, there's pay-for-play problems here. And we've talked to charity experts who say, this looks like, and I underline looks like, fraud.
Yeah. Qatar paying $1 million. They want 5 minutes with the former president for his birthday.
That was for his birthday. His happy birthday present.
All right, and quickly, embarrassments. Calling Governor Richardson a needy Latino, calling the head of the NAACP.
Ben Jealous basically saying, look, one good thing about beating Bernie Sanders is that his supporter, Ben Jealous, formerly the head of NAACP, will be out of power. Look, African Americans helped Hillary Clinton win these primaries. And when you put that together, attacking Latinos, Catholics as well, and this African-American leader, it makes you wonder what's happening privately when publicly they're saying their strategy is bring people together and that Donald Trump is dividing people. When you read these emails, there's a lot of division in the Democratic Party, too.
Oh, and Mayor de Blasio a terrorist.
They call him a terrorist at one point because he had the temerity to hold out his endorsement. He eventually endorsed Hillary Clinton, but they called him a terrorist.
We will follow it here on Fox. We'll see if it gets picked up elsewhere. Ed, thank you. Up next, Hillary Clinton is grilled under oath about her private email server. We will talk to the guy who asked the questions. Then the United States is gearing up to take on ISIS in Iraq. I have an exclusive interview with General David Petraeus about how that could play out moments away.